Yesterday, during a hearing on the reauthorization of funding for the nation's surface transportation, U.S. Senator from Virginia, Mark Warner, emphasized the importance of increased federal funding for Interstate 81. Warner said I-81 is important to Virginia's and the nation's economy, and that there are traffic and safety issues on I-81 that need federal attention and recognition.
One of the other areas in Virginia where we've got enormous transportation challenges is the I-81 corridor. We're not here on, it's not necessarily a public transit issue, but with the amount of traffic and particularly commerce that flows for the whole East Coast on I-81 and the level of bottlenecks, the level of safety concerns.
I-81 runs from Tennessee along the entirety of Virginia's western border and north to New York. In the last decade, I-81 has seen significant traffic growth and is expected to see even more growth in the future. The increased traffic causes severe travel delays. 2,000 crashes happen annually along the route. Last year, the Virginia state government passed legislation to provide dedicated funding for projects identified as priorities, and the I-81 Advisory Committee was formed. The Virginia Department of Transportation has plans for 61 projects up and down the I-81 corridor, with an estimated cost of $2 billion. However, depending on how the state decides to fund these projects, either through waiting on revenue from taxes in place or low-interest bonds, all of the projects won't be completed until 2033 at the earliest and 2039 at the latest. Federal funding could possibly shorten that time frame or provide for even more improvements in addition to the ones already in the works. Senator Mark Warner has been vocal about I-81's crucial role in commerce along the East Coast and has long pushed for federal dollars to tackle necessary repairs along I-81. Yesterday, Senator Mark Warner also questioned the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's Vice President for Transportation and Infrastructure, Ed Mortimer, who expressed support for additional federal funding for I-81.
I know with the Chamber's interest in both the infra and the bill grant programs, you've been supportive of these efforts. I've got a legislation with Senator Blunt that would put additional financing tools in place. But if you could speak to that in these remaining seconds, I'd appreciate it.
Sure, Senator. Very aware of that effort, and I know a lot of our chambers in the region have tried to work with other leaders to figure that out. And again, it's a shared responsibility, federal, state, and local. There needs to be a solution. We've been talking about it for too long. And so we certainly are convincing our chambers, and we recognize it's not just a Virginia issue. It's broader than that. And so that's where the federal investment is needed. And so we hopefully that can get done in the near future.
And we're proud of the fact that we've got both chamber support, labor support, and others on the I-81 corridor, and we hope we can actually get to a solution.
In the Breaking Through Newsroom, Theodore Whitelow, Breaking Through News.